All right, you saw the title of the video. Here's what I mean by that. Gen Z scares the shit out of me. But quick side note, because I often say whatever's on my mind, because I have weird like OCD like that. I just have to get it out there. I was walking into a grocery store. That's probably going to be my next video. Not about walking in a grocery store, but we'll get there. And I have to tell you, I saw the hottest, I don't care how gay it sounds, father and son walking towards me. And this is what I mean by hottest father and son. I have seen hot mothers, daughters, hot women, and stuff like that. Whenever I say somebody's hot, I mean they're extraordinarily hot. I can remember the last time this happened. It was a girl in a Starbucks sitting there. She's one of these chicks who looked like a supermodel but supernatural. Like she wasn't Botox. She was probably 19, 20, 21 or something like that. But she just looked like she had a halo around her. She just was beautiful, like stunningly beautiful. I'm sorry, I can see, all right? I'm visual like that. I can see when somebody's visually stunningly beautiful. And makes me feel shit about myself, even if it's a girl. I'm weird. But I'm walking in there. There's a father and son, and I swear to you, they look like they came out of like an Abercrombie and Fitch lumberjack ad, even with their winter apparel. Like everything was perfect. Like their outfits were perfect. I was like, I really like that coat. I like the kid's coat too. And by kid, I mean he's like 20, 21, 22. It's not creepy. Like the dad, I mean, he couldn't have been more than like 40 something. I mean, unless they're just really an older brother or something. No, he could have been his dad. Okay. But just holy fuck. And what I hate about that is I stare like a psycho. I keep doing this number while they're walking that way. That's not fucking fair. All right. Look, I look like a serial killer. And that's just, I can't help it. There's nothing I can do about that. But I'm just like, fuck that. Seriously, what's with this? Anyway, title of this video, Gen Z. Why am I talking about Gen Z today? Well, because they're always fun to talk about with their pronouns and all their bullshit. But I am officially terrified of Gen Z. Here's why I'm terrified of Gen Z. They are really super, super smart. Most of them, not all. We can never say all with any group of people. Here's why I'm saying that. Okay, does anybody remember the Creepshow art drama? All right, if you don't know what Creepshow art is, she's this really psycho crazy girl who like sketches things, because that was a deal for a while. They sketch things or they trace things. Maybe it's her own art, I don't know. But a lot of times they see people trace on those. Basically, you see somebody like doodling the whole time, and they talk about drama. Usually, not always. So, and she would always talk about things like, so this guy really pissed me off today on this one YouTube channel. I couldn't like fucking believe it. Like, dude, like for real, like bro, like what are you talking about? She talks like just like that. Turns out last year they found out she's completely crazy, was stalking this other girl allegedly named Emily Artful. Emily Artful made a video. I highly suggest you go look at it, where she details the single white female like behavior of this girl. So this video drove her off YouTube for like a better part of a fucking year. Well, over the New Year's break, I didn't know this, but right on New Year's Eve, she came back with the fucking vengeance. What's her fucking name? Crap show fart or whatever. So she comes back and she's like, oh my God, I'm like so pissed right now. First of all, here's my problem with that bitch's apology. Or not apology. Her taking accountability and her like basically she insults her viewers. First of all, I'm doing this and I'm only thanking my friends and my fucking family. Why? Because like nobody else could like fact check this girl. Lots of people fact checked that girl, you idiot, you. Lots of people did, and it just made you look worse. If you want people to fact check that girl, I'd have shut the fuck up. If I was you and I was stalking people, not that you did, allegedly, I have no proof, but if I was going to do something like that, I wouldn't be, you better fact check the person who's busting me. You should have done your due diligence, assholes. So she insults it, and then she has this new phrase, so fuck off, touch grass. Touch grass. Is that some Gen Z thing I don't know about? Like touch, like does that mean bend over and take it up the butt? I don't understand what touch grass is. Is it something cool she thinks she made up? Whatever. So she puts out this video basically detailing every horrible thing this other girl has done. It's like 2 hours almost, I think. I watched as much as I could. It was so fucking boring. And I came up with the same conclusion everybody else on YouTube came up with, that this just proved you stalking her. She got shit from when the bitch is 6. Like when she's 7 years old, it's like, so as you can clearly see, she went to this preschool, and it was here she began her career of lying. How the fuck do you know that? She's dragging posts from 2007, 2008. This girl apparently was 15. God, do I feel old. She was like 15, 14 when she said like, oh my God, she said horrible things at 13, 14. You guys are so lucky there was no internet when I was 13, 14. I would not be allowed on the internet or YouTube or in the United States or anywhere else. If you saw the shit that I said at 19, I said the most homophobic, racist, misogynist, nasty, gutter bucket, anything I could do to break you is what I would say. because you're stupid when you're young. You're young and you're stupid and you don't know who you are and you just say dumb shit. And maybe not as bad as I did, but trust me, I was a horrible, horrible human being. Still am. I'm not going to pretend I'm not. But so having said that, yeah, of course people are going to do that. Plus, this girl, Emily Artful, had an addiction. I had an addiction way back in the day. It was booze, but it wasn't, drugs or anything like that. Drugs, I don't know too much about, like street drugs. I don't know what it does to you. I know people who've been addicted, but I also know it makes you lie and makes you do crazy shit that you probably wouldn't do when you're in your regular character. So, I mean, if you just go look up this whole drama, because this is so worth it. This girl all she does is provide receipts. And how I know this one thing happened was because it was in her dad's house, because the room is colored pink at her dad's house. I know. I'm not crazy. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was my friend Amy. Remember my friend Amy? She stalked me once. I said it before. It was like a fake name, but then I wrote that's her real name. I'm not crazy. I really expected her to come on screen and start just tearing her face. Like, start like clawing at her own face, rocking back and forth, and then just humming to end it out. Just, it's gonna be okay. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Right? Right, you guys? So her and her husband allegedly, supposedly stalked this girl. It totally looks like they did it. I don't know, maybe. Here's why I'm afraid of Gen Z. This video, to me, just came out like 5 days ago. I just watched a girl, and I wish I could remember her name because I'd shout her out and everything like that, who has to be 20, 21, break this shit down and find out. She's like, well, we know Shannon is not telling the truth because after this one set of sources, it goes ... And on this one website, it never said ... And as you can see, the hashtags are backward. I went through a lolcow time machine warp on this one website that I didn't even know exists, where you can check like internet addresses and like the history of things, and we can find 5 deleted posts. We have thus determined that these deleted posts did not come from the same account, because we really know that this IP address could not be cloned by one other IP address. And I'm like, holy fucking shit, they are breaking this chick's like arguments down like fucking crazy. And they know what they're talking about. And they're able, look, I can't do picture-in-picture on my fucking Galaxy phone because I'm so stupid. Because I'm a Gen Xer. I don't know. We don't care. That was our whole thing. Like, okay. Can gay people get married? Yeah, sure. I don't fucking give a fuck. Nirvana cool? Yeah, whatever. You guys want to hang out tonight? I'm tired. I want to complain. I just want to sit there and complain and just like not do anything. Can we listen to some cool music and complain about shit? People suck. I hate corporations, don't you? Yeah, me too. Yeah, I hope this doesn't bite us in the ass someday with another generation. Fuck it, I don't care. Let's watch some TV. Is Friends on? No, I hate that show too. God, who cares, right? Even though I watch it in secret. Melrose Place? God, I love it. Yeah, don't tell anybody, but that's like the new it show among us. Right? Because like when originally it was like a Beverly Hills 90210 knockoff, we were all like, fuck you, okay? But now that there's brothers sleeping with people's sisters and fucking, some crazy bitch ripping her wig off and there's a scar and the building's being blown up, we are there. But who had caffeine? Me. Anyway, and then I watched another video where this guy is basically breaking the same thing down. He was able to determine that one of these, allegedly, screenshots this girl pulled up to defend herself is actually like some kind of facsimile copy made off like a copy machine or something. Like, these people are fucking genius. And I've seen this before with like people who have issues or tea. They can dig dirt up on your ass. Like, well, we can clearly see here just by looking through hospital records and doing a FOIA request that this guy once used to spank Swedish models. You think they were female Swedish models? They were actually male and underage. What do we think about that? Yeah, we have pictures here. We can tell by this one plane ticket that we got a copy of that he was in Thailand at the time that he said that he wasn't at Thailand. They're fucking genius with this shit. They scare the ever-loving fucking piss out of me. Listen, I think we should make friends now. Gen Z, listen up. I'm a bad person. I'm going to own it. If you ever find out shit on me, I probably did it. I'm not going to sit there and I will never be one of those fuckers like, I didn't do it. I'm going to make a fucking video saying I didn't do it. Yeah, I did. Did you like prostitute yourself that one time? Yeah. Yeah, I needed the money. What the fuck else did? Hey, did you ever say that one horrible thing to that person and drive them out of their own home? That's true. But I'm not getting into that story time. Nobody can prove that one. But although I just said it. They scared. How are you guys so good at this shit? Like, honestly, you guys are like better than like 2020 like fucking Barbara Walters reporting or something like that. Gen Z, they're forgetting what I'm talking about. You're better than the old people news that used to be on, that used to investigate shit, that was on the TV. Okay, the TV is a thing that was kind of like, well, now it's like this. It's like that. I mean, you probably have one in your house you don't pay attention to, but you're always like this. But Jesus freaking Christ. I mean, if I was this girl right now, My advice to her, this creep show art girl, shut the fuck up. Go away again, and don't fucking do this shit to your audience. Don't sit there and say, how dare you? You know, you guys didn't even defend me, and everybody else who didn't defend me, I'm gonna call out because you fucking looks like you did it. If you get the receipts you have, here's this one. She put a photo of this girl up, like on her thing, where the girl's like, I don't want to say like 12 or 13 or something like that. Why? What does that have to do with anything except show that you are probably a psychopath? You have like 10 years worth of information on this shit. That does not bode well for you, crazy bitch. I'm just telling you, allegedly. But yeah, Gen Z, I mean, hats off to you. I mean, listen, shout yourselves out in the comments. Give me some of your secrets. I'll pay. I don't care. Tell me how to do it. And yeah, I'm officially terrified of them. I don't want anything to do with them. I'm not going to look them in the eye. Fuck it. If I see them on the street, I'm going to say, thank you for being nice to me, and I'm going to run. Later.